This video will cover chronic neutrophilic leukemia, a myeloproliferative neoplasm. Let's begin by anchoring ourselves. The main character here is Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, which will help us remember leukemia since Luke and leukemia are similar. Then, look at this little newt he's holding. The word newt sounds like neutrophil. Combining these together, we'll remember chronic neutrophilic leukemia. To remember that this is a myeloproliferative neoplasm, notice what the badge on this doctor says. Looks like he works for a hospital system named Metropolitan. The word Metropolitan can be shortened to MPN, and since myeloproliferative neoplasm is usually abbreviated to MPN, that's what we're going to use. Well, since we're talking about the doctor here, let's address what's going on. It's a lot to process because this is the first time I've seen a patient be this happy and excited to get a lumbar puncture. The lumbar puncture procedure here will help us remember the mutation associated with chronic neutrophilic leukemia, which is in the CSF3R gene. Of course, since lumbar punctures draw CSF from patients, then this is a great way for us to remember the gene. As in other videos, here's an overflowing bone broth drink, which is our symbol for marrow hypercellularity. Not much explanation needed on that besides the fact that these patients are expected to have a hypercellular marrow. While I'm not going to create a prompt to remember this detail, I think it's worth touching on it real quick. These patients are expected to, of course, have peripheral leukocytosis, but what is interesting is that dysplasia is usually not present. Additionally, granulocytic precursors are expected to compose less than 10% of the granulocytes. This is why it is so important to rule out reactive neutrophilia before considering this. Lastly, these patients tend to present with hepatosplenomegaly, which is of course represented by this brown submarine in the shape of a liver. Submarines are our symbol for spleen, and since the submarine is shaped like a liver, we'll remember hepatosplenomegaly.